Hobolob, Hobson Sinclair, Hobson Monroe, Hobson Crofter, Sir Hobbington Struthers, Hobby Jobby, Hibernius Stewie Mingus, Hobsteperus, the Hob, Hobbsy, Stuart Hobbs, Man 40.
I've known him for over 20 years, 24 to be exact. I've seen him change from fawn to daddy, from fat to thin and now. When I first met him in '86, I didn't fall under his charm. I wasn't impressed with his Sunday best. He was dressed like Mike Peters from The Alarm. He was a part-time punk, but in the week he was working down at the Craig. Of course, when I say working, I mean sitting about, drinking Benelin, smoking fags till it was time to get out. Then, wondering about what the night would bring, he'd be driving about in his car for sure, smoking dope and listening to The Cure. Aye, Hobbsy had wheels, the only one. Where are you going tonight, you fool? Where at the mausoleum? Ah, down at Stratford Park. Who's all gone? Who did you phone? Oh, me, Peter, Gaz and Zach. I won't be Ramy and Scanza. What are they up to tonight? Ramy and Angie are staying at home and Scanza's listening to the Mary Chain. Then Stuart got made redundant and he took the Thatcher pound. 10,000 I think to be exact, but it was enough to be going around. And he wasted it all on booze and fags and dope, kebabs and crabbit old hags. I take that back. I don't mean to be vicious. It's not nice to talk like that about Tricia McGuinness. I didn't mean that, if you can hear this, Tricia. But you can take the wish out the man, but not the man out the wish out. Or should that be the other way round? You can take the man out the tune, but not the man out the tune. No, that's not right. If you can take the man to the moon and the cheese and the jam and the spoon and the... You might have bought a new guitar, a shiny Telecaster. Or was it a Strat? I'm not sure about that. But you played it in a band called Harper's. There was you on guitar, Ramy on bass, Angie on drums, Gaz off his face. At first, I think I played the bass. Where could Ramy have been? Al Grant drove the van up to old Aberdeen. Not forgetting Nizak, because he was the fifth. The Harper's equivalent of Stuart Sutcliffe, you know. By now, new taps and tabs were in, and the sub club was where you made your fun. You had a flat in the tune, tunes, BPMs. Me, I just stayed at home and listened to Neil Young. We all had names for each other, and one of yours was Hobson Sinclair. And then you bumped into Big Gary. A coincidence? Destiny? Call it what you want, but a new chapter in the life of Stuart was born. A life that took him to the east end of Glasgow, via Hamilton, and pubs like Espresso Bongo. And so DJs they became, spinning their discs and gobbing their eckies, getting paid to play records and get right off their faces, and going home at night to their flat in the Barras, or was it the West End? There's really battery. And it was in this flat that the decision was made to make music the thing that they did. To get themselves all professional in that. They wanted to do it, but they didn't know how, so they took themselves off to the College of Stow. And away they went, hand in hand, when they managed to get out of their beds. T Afro, I think, was the name of their band, when they went off to meet up with Big Ted. Next up was Liminal, and that was alright. Granted, we didn't set the world alight, but we drank loads of beer, 9 quid for 6 cans, and we ate Space Raiders with Garincha Cortez and Harmony Wang. It was about this time, I think, that you met Therese and adult thoughts started to creep into your head. Not saucy ones. When you moved down to Oxford, you got a real job, bought a nice house, buyed a few subs, got a new band called Abbott's Rules. Didn't make it again. Oh, what a bummer. That album we made in that northern summer. Not the success we hoped it would be. But listening back, it's no wonder. I did alright with a couple of songs, but Gary made sure of that. He got songs and films, won lots of gongs, and made splashes way down in Kent. And after all of that, a new seed was sown. The black sheep of the family, who would take up all your time and money. Its name would be Burning Bees. But it would be a really long gestation period. About that, I'm really no kidding. For by the time this particular bee was born, you would already have released 2 real children. First came Leon, the apple of your eyes. Then followed Neve, a lovely surprise. And 2's better than 1, as anyone can tell you, except when we're talking about chins and bellies. Lots of other things have happened that I cannot recall. Like your forays into business, near bankruptcy's all. And your love of kebabs, and their speedy libation. And the effects that they have on your weight fluctuation. And I've always said, if you're too scared to ask, Stuart's your man with his neck made of brass. And as a friend you'll find, like a dog, he's loyal. He'll spend his last penny on you, and yours and all, if you let him. But not mine, I must say, because I never had any. And now the first half of your life has been and gone. I hope that the second is at least half as much fun. And so, Stuart, my friend, Yafon, old bean, a happy birthday 'tis that I wish for thee.
Happy birthday, Stuart!
And now, a word from some of those who have known the man.
Hobbs? What is this, Stuart Hobbs? It is a Sydney man, no?
Well, I first met Stu Hobbs, on the campus of Berkeley in 1969 or perhaps 1970. And we were just beginning to explore the possibilities of what we could do if we mixed the essence of kebabs with psychedelic drugs and music. But it soon became clear that what we were doing was not hardcore enough for Stu. And he decided to move back home to become one of the founder members of the Wishy Psychedelic movement. I moved over to San Francisco to join the hippies.
Well, actually, Stuart, Hobbs and I, we have a shared or common love of Mozart. Do you remember, Cocker, that night in 1984, we were at that concert with Mozart, remember? You said you liked Mozart, I said I like Mozart. That were 1984 at a concert for Mozart. I don't remember if Rez were there, but it was a good concert. I do like a little bit of Mozart, I do. I know he does too, he likes Mozart. But he might say he likes Beethoven or something like that, but he doesn't. He likes Mozart. I know he likes Mozart because he's like me, and I like Mozart. Oh, Stuart, I love you. Hobbsy? I ken Hobbsy. Used to sell dope, didn't I? For Goukie. He was alright. Used to come into my bit. Tried to be one of the Goukie hustlers, no. Didn't he cut the mustard? Happy birthday, Stuart. Obi-Wan has taught you well, Hubba Lubba Jubby. But now you will be destroyed. Happy birthday, Stuart. Do have an happy birthday, Cocky.
Stu or Hobbs? Stu Hobbs.
Happy birthday, Stuart.
I should know because I was on that trip with him. And what a trip it was.
Being 40 is a little bit like being an orange. You peel off the skin, throw it away, and you eat the fruit inside. Happy birthday, Stuart. What is he, 40 what? 40 stain?
That was slightly below the belt.
Happy birthday, Stuart.